Lesson 54, dividing by multiples of 10. Some key questions. Do you know the 4 steps of division? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Are you able to multiply 2 digits fluently? That's a good question. Another one that should be on here is, do you know where to place the first digit of your quotient? If we're dividing 75 by 30, we're not going to place the first digit of our quotient above the 7 because we're dividing by a 2-digit number. We're going to be taking how many groups can we take out of 75. So we're not placing up here. It's going to be a single-digit answer. So maybe we can say, okay, well, how many times could 3 come out of 7? Let's just look at those tens places. I can pull 2 complete groups out of 7 if I have 3s. So I'm going to go ahead and start with 2 times 30 with 60 and subtract that, and I have 15. 15 is smaller than the divisor, so our answer to this problem is 15, or 2 remainder 15. Okay, if we have this problem down here, we have 454 divided by 30, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have to be taking 30 out of 45, so we're not going to place the first answer of our quotient in the hundreds place. It's going to be a 2-digit answer here. So what we're going to do is we're going to think, how many groups of 3 could I pull out of a 4? Well, that's just 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write the 1 above my 5 and the number 45 and multiply it through. 45 minus 30 leaves us with 15. And we're going to bring down our 4. We're going to think, well, how many groups of 30 can I take out of 154? Well, what about 3 out of 15? Well, 3 times 5 is 15, so I'm going to give 5 a shot. 5 times 3 is 15. Since it's not just a 3, it's a 30, it's 150. So we're going to subtract, we're going to have a remainder of 4. Remember to check this, and you could check the one up here as well. You take your quotient, which is the answer, the part without the remainder here, and you're going to multiply that times 30. What is 15 times 30? 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then we're going to add in the remainder that we had. So our answer is 454. So our division was correct. Lastly, we're going to talk about dividing with decimal numbers like this $4.60. What you need to do is bring up your decimal first and your dollar sign, and then just pretend that it's 460. You've already placed stuff. So let's just think, how many groups of 20 can I pull out of 4? None. Okay, how many groups of 20 can I pull out of 46? Well, 2 could go into 4 2 times, so I could probably pull 2 groups of 20 out of 46. So 2 times 20 is 40, and we're going to subtract that and have a remainder of 6. We're going to bring down our 0, and then we're going to say, well, how many groups of 20 can I pull out of 60? Well, I could pull 3 groups of 2 out of 6, so I could probably pull 3 groups of 20 out of 60, and I can, and there's no remainder. And that's how you solve these problems. And I hope that you can use this knowledge to build a good foundation, because we are going to be moving into divisors that aren't multiples of 10. It's going to be a little bit more tricky. So practice this over and over again until you get it right, and it'll make the other division a whole lot more simple.